Time for a Starship liftoff.
Let's roll. 20 seconds. Sound suppression water system
15.
is on. 15.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Ignition. And we have a liftoff.
We have liftoff.
Starship Flight 4 in the air. Oh man, look at that thing. Oh, we got one engine out on the first stage.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
That is awesome. It blew out the mics. Did you hear that?
All right, 30 seconds into flight. The
Pretty
rumbles
cool,
are
man.
still building here in the Raptor's nest. We're seeing 32 out of 33 engines lit on the
AOS
Super Heavy
through
right
Texas.
now. Coming up shortly is going to be Max
Starship
Q, that
IFT4
maximum
launch level.
aerodynamic pressure as we go uphill on the vehicle.
Watch that. They had one engine go.
Max Q.
Maximum dynamic pressure.
All right, we just passed through Max Q, so we're going to continue on.
Yeah. That was a
Booster engine
trajectory
cutoff.
correction. Most engine cutoff and loading screen. Okay.
Ship ignition.
Got good upper stage ignition. There it is.
Stage
Hot
separation
staging.
confirmed.
Boost back burn, start up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Acquisition of suit.
They got a good relight. They got a relight on all the engines.
Hot stage
Yes!
confirmed. Ship under its
Big
own
deal.
power. Booster
Awesome.
boosting back. Looks like all 13 are lit.
Yes.
Kate, we got a
So
booster on
good.
the way back to the Gulf and a ship on the way to space.
That's cool, man. That's
Acquisition
real
signal
cool.
status.
It's going to start slowing down. Hitting the lower
And we
parts
are
of the
expecting
atmosphere
that
is going to
landing
cause a
burn
lot of
here.
drag, so stand by. Relight is going to be a big deal. If they can get the engines back on and get a soft landing with this thing in the
we
ocean,
will be-
that's a huge,
We will be
huge victory.
igniting 13 engines,
Okay.
and this is a great view
Priming
on your
the
left-hand
engines.
side.
Oh,
Is
man.
a view.
Look at the
is
grid
three
fin,
views
top
from the
left.
booster, and your right-hand side a view from the ship.
Man, that
And you
thing
can see
is
those
under a
grid fins
lot
on
of
your
load.
left-hand screen, rotating
Come
and
on.
turning
Landing burn,
to
start
guide
up.
the booster. And there's that landing burn.
9 on the outer. Pieces are coming off.
That landing burn just begun, and you can see the water below.
Oh, that's
And we
beautiful.
have splashdown.
Oh, that's it. It popped.
What an incredible sight! Congratulations to the SpaceX
That's
team!
huge, man.
Starship is slowing to entry attitude.
Okay, attitude control thrusters will now move it towards the re-entry attitude per mission control loop. Welcome to the future, chat. Pretty cool.
Will survive reentry, hopefully, and control itself.
Exactly. We've been talking
Dude.
about this entire flight test. There's 18,000 hexagonal ceramic tiles surrounding the bottom portion or the Earth-facing side of the ship.
Through 100 kilometers altitude, good altitude for entry.
Okay.
Great call-outs there. Now, during atmospheric reentry,
Yeah, a
the
little more
vehicle is going
stable
to
than last
see
time.
temperatures as high as 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit or over 1,400 degrees Celsius. So those tiles are there to help protect the vehicle from this extreme heat.
Yeah, and the flaps will help control it. Now, one noticeable difference I see immediately, those flaps are not moving as much as they were on Flight 3. So that is a great sign, right? We had
Means you're stable.
unplanned loss of roll control on Flight 3, so we added some additional thrusters, and we can see that they're working well, and we have a much more stable view. So those flaps, there's 4 of them, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. They're made out of stainless steel, And yeah, they help steer the ship, which
And we are expecting re-entry to begin here in just about a minute. Re-entry, an awesome view that we have here.
Talk straight.
Starship remains on a good entry trajectory.
This is the same view that we had when we first returned from the
my
coast
goodness.
phase. Again, this is
I'm
looking
geeking out.
at the side
I'm geeking
of
out.
one of the
I got
flaps.
nerd chills.
It's incredible that literally at the bottom
That's
of this
cool,
picture, we're
man.
basically looking through plasma, which is just absolutely mind-blowing.
Wow.
Wild.
Oh my goodness. Look at the colors. That's awesome.
So once again, this view is basically looking down into the plasma blanket that is building up around
That's
the exterior
Kate's right. That's
of
accumulated
Starship. It is
plasma. That's
traveling,
so cool.
as you can see
Oh
on
my
your screen.
God.
You can look in the bottom right-hand corner
Oh
and
my
see how fast
goodness.
it's going, how high it is, as well as the general orientation. Again, we're seeing a lot more stability, a lot more control here on this flight, which is great. It shows that the iterations, the learnings.
Starship is now in expected peak heating region.
Major milestone
All
right there.
Great news there, telling us that this is basically the hottest point that Starship should get
wouldn't
during
lick it,
its
guys.
re-entry. Now, the heat shield is working with the atmosphere for some free braking. Okay, the atmosphere
Look,
is
it's starting
helping
to
slow the
decelerate really
Starship down.
fast.
Yeah, exactly. We're not using any engines or thrust to slow the vehicle
Oh,
down.
look at
Exactly
that
what
flow.
Kate mentioned.
That's-
We're just using the atmosphere
Starship
and
got
those
bars.
heat
That
shield
flows-
tiles
that flows
protecting the
mint.
vehicle as it's coming through that high heat temperature.
Yeah. Now, this is another one of those moments that we
That
have
is
been waiting for. Right
really
now, the ship
cool.
is currently.
So we're at 63 kilometers,
Oh,
so we've already
man.
made it farther than we did on our last flight when that last signal was coming at 65 kilometers.
Come on, baby. Survive.
So again,
Uh-oh.
what we're really looking at here is the performance.
I hope
of the
I
heat
hoop that's
shield,
just
of the
ice from the
flaps, of
vents,
seals
dudes.
and the flaps. There's just a
I
whole
really
bunch of
hope
different
that's just
areas
ice
that we're
from the
keeping a
vents, or
really
else we're
close eye on as we
about to have a
re-enter.
bad day. Oh my God. Oh, gee.
Starship remains on a good entry
That's
trajectory.
wild, man. Are we seeing this right now? Is this happening?
We'll get into subsonic,
Oop,
where
some
we're
plasmas.
moving less than the speed of sound.
Oh, I hope that's a
but wow, what a
reflection.
light show so far.
If the fire's getting through into this area here, that could be bad. I hope. Oh, that. Oh, I hope that's a
External
reflection,
temperatures are
man.
starting to come down.
Again,
Come on, baby.
this
make it
camera
through.
view is looking
Uh-oh.
right at one of the forward
Not
flaps.
good. Not good. Very bad.
And we're
Very bad.
strategically putting
Oh,
some
she's
cameras
coming
around
up.
the vehicle to just look at the different areas. Looks like we got the flap starting to come apart a little.
Hold together.
Yeah, it does appear that we have a little bit of burn through there. We can see pieces of the vehicle flying off. What
That's
a show
coming
it has
apart.
been. It's been
That's-
like watching
that's not-
Interstellar or something.
This is wild to see this.
Oh, she's
but
flapping.
The ship is still coming down,
This
which is incredible
that
to
wing's
see.
gonna
How far
detach.
can it go?
That
is
wing's
the
gonna
question.
detach.
Keep
Come
your
on,
eye
make
on
it.
the altitude in the bottom right-hand corner. We're at 54 kilometers right now.
That's got a hole in it.
Now,
There's that hole
ultimately,
in the wing.
data is the payload today. We've been saying it multiple times.
That's
We're-
a big hole in the
Our
wing.
teams are sitting,
Look at the
reviewing this
look at
data
it
live,
melt.
learning
Oh,
where
that
the
is
hot
wild,
spots are.
dude.
As you can see, there's an obvious hot spot there with the flap, and learning how we can improve
She's
this
still
design.
in
The goal was to
one
get
piece.
as far through some of that particulate
Look,
coming off.
the wing is still there. It's
and
still there. It's
unfortunately,
just
we do
got a
have
hole in
cracked
it.
camera lens, but for any photographers out there and
How
videographers,
is this thing still
we know
flying?
that's part of the gig sometimes.
Yeah, and you can see that the speed is rapidly slowing down. That's actually really great news for us.
It's the honey
We
badger
want the vehicle
hubs,
to
right?
be slowing down
Unbelievable.
before it splashes down into the ocean. That'll help set us up for that flip maneuver, engines first down into the water.
Exactly.
They're still getting
So we have
telemetry,
seen
and they
the
still
split
have
maneuver
attitude
demonstrated
control.
on
There's a
previous
hole in one of the
high-altitude
wings, and
flight
it's still
tests
flying
like,
straight.
Serial number 8. Oh,
Gotta
more
be
views.
kidding me.
And
Numbers
that
are
does
still
tell
going.
us
She's
that
still
ship is
flying.
still doing okay, at least. There we got that live view
Staying
back.
still in one piece. Oh my
The
goodness.
crowd very excited to see that view, despite not being able to see very much.
The fact that it's there tells us The ship is still alive.
Yes, and
For now.
collecting data, continuing to collect data as we get closer and closer to Earth.
Yes, now 30 kilometers, now 29 above the Indian
Starship is at
Ocean.
30 kilometers altitude, Mach 2.
It's
Sounds
gonna
like
make it to
vehicles traveling,
transonic.
as we just
You've
heard,
got to be kidding me.
Mach 2, which is
Come on, land! Stay together!
that movement means the flaps are actuating. I think we can see something.
Come on,
This is
baby.
a nail biter.
Stay together!
But we are, unfortunately, we can't see through the lens, but we're still getting the feed. Starship is now 11 kilometers over
How
the
is
ocean.
that wing still
All this
working?
data is incredibly important. Even if, it breaks up right now. Okay, we can
Stay
see
together.
that flap
Stay together.
activating through the glass.
Starship is passing through 10 kilometers altitude.
10 kilometers.
Okay,
She's
the
almost
next
at terminal.
milestone will be initiation of the flip
Do it.
maneuver and
Come
landing
on,
burn.
do it.
Keep an eye on the bottom right corner of your screen for those 3 center engines to relight.
got a
They will
huge hole in
gimbal
it.
or angle so that the ship
Survive.
flips itself back up vertical and hopefully lands in a vertical position.
She's stable. The
And
nose
the
is
crowd is
stable.
very excited
Come
to get
on.
this view of that flap still
Starship is
maneuvering.
passing through 5 kilometers altitude.
So when they go to do the flip, these wings got to turn down, and that's what I'm kind of worried about. If it turns down that too quickly,
is
that wing could
incredible.
break off.
We're getting very close to splashdown.
These fireflies are such a good sign of life right now. We wish we could see more, but we'll take it.
Starship is at 2 kilometers altitude.
2 kilometers. She's still
terminal
maintaining attitude control. Come on, bring the nose up. And belly flop.
Landing burn startup for Starship.
No way.
All right, good news there.
Nominal to lift.
Landing bird startup.
Starship is in landing burn.
Landing burn shutdown.
The landing bird shutdown was commanded.
No way that just happened. Holy crap, it made it.
Wow. I mean, it was a little bit of use your imagination as you were going down with what we could actually see, but we were able to hear the ship did its landing burn. It sounded
Starship
like we
landing
might
burn
have got
shutdown.
2 engines. And there's the final call for landing burn shutdown.